This summer is going to be awesome. It just makes sense. We welcome in Dean Ambrose back to Off the Top Rope. Dean, I want to jump right in. Since the last time you were here, you had Wrestlemania against the guy who everybody's talking about this week, and that's Brock Lesnar. Take me through that Wrestlemania experience for you.
Well, that was an extraordinary experience, as WrestleMania always is. And if you want extraordinary experience, you got to be willing to take extraordinary risk. And the whole story with WrestleMania was I was the only guy willing to step up and fight him. And I don't like Brock Lesnar because Brock Lesnar, everybody's afraid of Brock Lesnar. I mean, he's scary. Everybody tried to talk me out of this match. They said, you're going to go in there, you're going to get killed. You're going to get eaten alive by this mammoth Brock Lesnar. And I said, Brock Lesnar thinks that I should just be afraid of him. I felt that was the ultimate disrespect, that he just assumed that I would be scared of him. And I ain't scared of anybody. So I went into WrestleMania with the intent of thrashing him with as many weapons as humanly possible and hitting him in the groin as many times as I could get off and thumbing him in the eyes and so forth, and really making him, feel as much pain as I could bring on him. I felt I did, a pretty good job. I wasn't done, I survived. I survived every run-in I've had with Brock Lesnar, and I'll do it again. I'll fight Brock Lesnar tomorrow in a Denny's parking lot, you know what I'm saying? I was ready to do it in the parking lot after the stadium, So I went down, but, I didn't stay down, and, it was an extraordinary experience. I mean, nobody really will ever be able to understand what it's like to be in my shoes on that day fighting Brock Lesnar in front of 100,000 people. I mean, it's a pretty cool deal.
Let me ask you this. Brock making news over the weekend. He's going back to the UFC. What are your thoughts about Lesnar's ability to be in the WWE, fight guys like you, and then go back and do mixed martial arts, which he's going to do in July?
Well, Brock Lesnar likes to get his rest time, you know what I'm saying? Like a guy like me, I'm out here doing this every night. Well, Brock Lesnar's, sitting in some log cabin in Minnesota or whatever, drinking hot cocoa and, chilling out and eating giant slabs of deer meat he killed with his bare hands and all that stuff, So he's got a lot of, rest and recuperation time in between fights. The thing about this fight is he's fighting Mark Hunt, the Super Samoan. And if you get clipped by Mark Hunt, even once, even a little bit, you're going down. I don't care how big you are. I mean, Mark Hunt is blessed with far more punching power in his fists than I am. So Brock Lesnar just better watch out for that right hand, that left hook, you know what I'm saying?
2 weeks, you'll be taking part in that Money in the Bank ladder match. Can you describe, Dean, the differences in performing in a match like that as opposed to a standard one-on-one?
Well, Money in the Bank is just about as dangerous as competing in WWE can get, because you're talking about 6 guys all in the ring at the same time, multiple ladders, guys all trying to climb up this ladder to get this briefcase. And everybody wants this briefcase because if you have the Money in the Bank briefcase, you have a shot at the championship anytime you want it. So, I mean, it's a huge opportunity, and guys take extraordinary risks and do incredibly stupid things with their bodies in these matches because the prize on the line is so great. So it's about as dangerous as it gets as far as, like, guys falling off ladders hitting you in the back of the head, falling you off the ladder yourself. And I've been in these before. I've been screwed out of this before. I'm hoping that this one, things go right for me and, I get up that ladder and I come down safely with the briefcase, But I've gone up that ladder and I've come down off that ladder, and it's not always pleasant. I've climbed up that ladder, and I've jumped off that ladder for reasons I really can't understand, because once you're in a Money in the Bank match and you got this opportunity, you just do things, You gotta the main thing is you got to throw fear out the window. You cannot hesitate in a match like this. Once you start climbing, you just got to climb. I'm as sure-footed as a mountain goat. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying. You use the term risk, and I think if people see risk in the dictionary, your face is right next to it. Are you comfortable in a ladder match? Because we've seen you in so many other hardcore environments. Are you comfortable?
I'm as comfortable as I'm very, very comfortable. Like imagine a kitten just curled up in your lap, just cozy, purring. That's me. That's me in a ladder match. You know what I'm saying? Comfortable as can be. Climbing up that ladder, like I said, you just got to take fear. You got to let it all just go through your mind. You got to just open one ear and open the other ear and let everything go right through. And you just have to be in the moment and enjoy the moment. You got to understand that, like, these are fleeting moments in our lives. You're not going to be able to be climbing up a ladder in front of 20,000 people with a shot at a Money in the Bank briefcase and a World Heavyweight Championship opportunity. I mean, it's the kind of stuff that makes you excited, and you just have to live in the moment and not be scared.
And you got to grasp that moment. You're absolutely right. Let me ask you this. You successfully rose through the NXT developmental system. Tomorrow on the WWE Network, NXT The End will take place. Can you kind of speak to the evolution of NXT leading to tomorrow night and the opportunities that these superstars are getting as they rise to the main roster with the likes of you?
Yeah, I mean, it's an incredible thing. You know, when I was in WWE developmental, I mean, we were in a garage, you know, no air conditioning, and, you know, wrestling in front of 20 people. When I was down there, when Seth Rollins was down there, when Roman Reigns was down there. And now, you know, it's its own global brand, you know, what WWE's done with their developmental system. And really, it's just kind of like an extra third brand, which is cool, because it just speaks to how much you can get on the WWE Network. You can see the stars of today, you can see the stars of tomorrow, you can see the stars of yesterday if you're weird like me and you like to watch old Mid-South wrestling, you know. There's a whole nother brand and a whole nother world that you can get into and enjoy. And you know, like our fans just eat up all this content, everything that's on the WWE Network. So you know, it's a great opportunity for those superstars to you know, they get such an opportunity being on such a big stage and being able to have their own you know, fan base and build their own fan base before you get, you know, thrown into Raw and SmackDown. So you know, it's great for them.
We know you have a huge fan base. We love having you on. Good luck at Money in the Bank. Dean Ambrose, thanks for joining us off the top rope.
Thank you.
Time for a little Did You Know? Brock Lesnar is a 4-time WWE World Heavyweight Champion, a former UFC Heavyweight Champion, and an NCAA Division I Heavyweight Champion.